morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Monday, October 16th, 2017. If you want to follow us on Twitter, please go to CATEX TV. Well, it's official, Standard & Poor's has now changed its view on reinsurance pricing for the January 1st renewals. They now predict flat to 5% increases for global reinsurance. This, of course, reflects the impact of third quarter catastrophe losses expected to result in insured losses of well north of $100 billion. Prior to this update, Standard & Poor's expected a 0 to 5% rate decrease at 1/1/2018. But, quote, our view has now shifted and our current sentiment is for 0 to 5% rate increases in global pricing at the upcoming 1st of January renewals. According to Standard & Poor's, top-up and stopgap covers being sought by insurers right now to guard against additional cat losses are already carrying risk premiums of 20% to 30%. Standard & Poor's says that rate increases in the alternative capital space next year are almost a given because incoming capital supplies are unlikely to come in at prices similar to earlier periods. That's certainly an understatement. That's alternative capital coming in for investment. They're going to want to see higher premium prices. Almost 100,000 homes are without power in Ireland right now as the remnants of Hurricane Ophelia are hitting Ireland and Britain. The Met Office in Ireland has warned of a potential danger to life with wind gusts off the south coast of Ireland reaching 109 miles per hour. The Republic of Ireland Met Office has issued a red wind warning, and the government has deployed the army. According to news media reports, it could be several days before power is restored to some homes in Ireland. Ophelia has arrived from the Azores in the Atlantic Ocean. It comes 30 years after the UK's Great Storm of 1987. In California, firefighters apparently are gaining ground on the wildfires that have killed at least 40 people and destroyed some 5,700 structures. There are approximately a dozen wildfires, with some 11,000 firefighters supported by air tankers and helicopters. Firefighters today are cautiously optimistic that they may have gained the upper hand. Warm and very dry weather is expected to continue through today. However, rain could arrive later in this week, which would help them very much. And another hopeful sign, power company Pacific Gas and Electric is going to begin flying low flights throughout the countryside to check lines and reestablish power. Wildfires in Portugal have killed at least 27 people and injured dozens more and left an unconfirmed number of people missing. This is Portugal's second such tragedy in 4 months. In neighboring Spain, at least 4 deaths were reported. The fatalities in Portugal occurred in densely forested parts of central and northern Portugal. The situation is still critical given unseasonably high temperatures and very dry weather. At least 15 of the 26 Indian crew members who went missing on Friday after their cargo ship sank in the Pacific off the Philippines were rescued. There's still some 9 crew members missing. It's a 33,000-ton Emerald Star, which is registered in Hong Kong, apparently sank some 280 kilometers east of the northern tip of the Philippines. It was in an area that had been subject to a typhoon warning. Meanwhile, in Lake Pontchartrain, Louisiana, slightly north of New Orleans, rescuers are searching for one person who is still missing after an oil rig exploded yesterday. There were significant injuries to 7 people who were taken to burn units at local hospitals. The oil rig is owned by the Clovelly Oil Company. It was an active rig at the time of the fire. There may be, according to some reports, indications that some oil is leaking into Lake Pontchartrain. Just a week after destructive floods battered Vietnam, the country is now preparing for the arrival of tropical storm Khanun. The storm is crossing the Lejeune Peninsula and is about 180 miles to the east of Hanoi. Khanun is the 20th typhoon of the year, having made landfall in southern China earlier this morning. It's weakened significantly. It's not going to be too much of a wind event, but it is going to be a rain event, and that's the problem for Vietnam. Rainfall totals there have already caused some 72 people to die in last week's flood. any increase in rain, and there could be as much as 100 millimeters of rain coming from this typhoon, could cause significant damage in Vietnam. Some 200 homes have already collapsed there. 22,000 hectares of rice fields have been flooded beyond production possibilities. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.